We have made the year 2000, the 2000 baseball season. January 16th, Carlton Fisk and Tony Perez are elected to the Hall of Fame by the Baseball Writers. February 29th, happy leap year that year, February 29th, Sparky Anderson, Negro Leaguer Turkey Stearns, and 19th century player Bid McPhee elected by the Veterans Committee. March 29th, in first Major League Baseball game in Japan. The Cubs beat the Mets 5-3. April 7th, Philadelphia beats Houston 4-1 in the first game at Enron Field, as it was on. April 10th, Cincinnati's Ken Griffey Jr. He asked to be traded to Cincinnati, and he was requested. Cincinnati's Ken Griffey Jr., the youngest to reach 400 home runs in Cincinnati's 7-5 loss to Colorado. April 11th, Detroit beats Seattle 5-2 in the first game at Comerica Park. April 15th, Cal Ripken Jr. gets hit number 3000 in 6-4 win over Minnesota. April 29th, San Francisco wins first game at Pac Bell Park. They lost their first 6 games at home. June 1st, Pawtucket's Tomokazu Oka is the first pitcher in nearly 50 years to throw up, I think it was a perfect game in the International League. July 8th, a doubleheader happened at a quirky doubleheader in New York, first since 1903. First game of the doubleheader happened at Shea Stadium, and the second game of the doubleheader was at Yankee Stadium between the Mets and the Yankees. September 10th, Randy Johnson reaches 3,000 strikeouts. September 28th, Milwaukee loses to Cincinnati in the final game at Milwaukee's County Stadium. October 1st, Chicago beats Pittsburgh 10-9 at last game at Three Rivers Stadium. Interestingly enough, I think it was Chicago and Pittsburgh that played the last game at Ford. Yeah, that was the last game at Ford Field. November 18th, Seattle signs Ichiro Suzuki out of Japan. Okay, season standings. New York Yankees take the American League East with an 87-74 record. Boston goes 85-77, 2.5 back. Toronto goes 83-79, 4.5 back. Baltimore goes 74-88, 13.5 back. And Tampa Bay goes 69-92, 18 back. Chicago goes 95-67 to take the American League Central. Cleveland goes 90-72, 5 back. Detroit goes 79-83, 16 back. Kansas City goes 77-85, 18 back. And Minnesota goes 69-93, 26 back. American League West. Oakland takes the division at 90 wins and 71 losses. Seattle goes 91-71, a half game back, and is taking the wild card. I can never understand why Oakland didn't play that last game. That could have possibly decided the division. And there's a tiebreak involved that Oakland had on Seattle. If you know something, let me know. Anaheim went 82-80, 9.5 back. And Texas goes 71-91, 20.5 back. Atlanta takes the National League East with a 95-67 record. Mets go 94-68, 1 back, and they take the wild card. Florida goes 79-82, 15.5 back. Montreal goes 67-95, 28 back. And Philadelphia goes 65-97, 30 back. Okay. St. Louis takes the National League Central 95-67. Cincinnati goes 85-77, 10 back. Milwaukee goes 73-89, 22 back. Houston goes 72-90, 23 back. Pittsburgh goes 69-93, 26 back. Chicago goes 65 and 97, 30 back. To round up the, West. San Francisco takes the West at 97 and 65. Los Angeles goes 86 and 76, 11 back. Arizona at 80, 85 and 77, 12 back. Colorado goes 82 and 80, 15 back. And San Diego goes 76 and 86, 21 back. As we go to the season stats, American League, Nomar Garciaparra of Boston. Say that 20 times fast. Nomar Garciaparra. The Boston player who went 372 was tied for the Major League lead. Tied. But who with? I don't know. Let's go find out. While in the American League, Troy Glaus of Anaheim, 47 home runs, led the American League. Edgar Martinez of Seattle, 145 RBIs, led the American League. Tim Hudson of Oakland and David Wells of Toronto each had 20 wins, tied for the American League lead. Pedro Martinez of Boston had a 1.74 ERA, earned on average, which led the majors, and had 284 strikeouts, which led the American League. National League, Todd Helton of Colorado, 372 average, tied with Nomar Garciaparra. Sammy Sosa of Chicago, 50 home runs, led the majors. Todd Helton of Colorado, 147 RBIs, led the majors. Tom Glavine of Atlanta, 21 wins, led the majors. Kevin Brown of LA, 2.58 ERA, led the National League. And Randy Johnson of Arizona, 347 strikeouts, leading the majors. Playoffs. League Division Series, starting the American League. Seattle versus Chicago. Seattle's home game was at Safeco Field, and Chicago's home games were at Comiskey Park. Why, you ask? Why just the one game for Seattle? October 3rd, Game 1, in Chicago, Seattle 7-4. October 4th, Game 2 in Chicago, Seattle 5-2. And October 6th in Seattle 2-1. 3-game sweep. Yeah, you got the Yankees and the A's. Yankees home games are at Yankee Stadium. And Oakland's home games are at the Network Associates Coliseum. That's a mouthful. Game 3 in Oakland. Oakland wins 5-3. Game 2 in Oakland. Yankees win 4-0. 1-1. Game 5 in New York. October 5th in New York. Game 3 in New York. Yankees win 4-2. Game 6 in New York. October 6th in New York. That's Game 4 in New York. October 6th in New York. Oakland 11, Yankees 1. And then October 8th, Game 5 in Oakland, New York wins 7-5. So they're playing Seattle for the American League Championship Series. Now let's do the National League Division Series. San Francisco versus the Mets. The Mets home games are at Shea Stadium. San Francisco's home games are at Pac Bell Park. Game 1, October 5th in San Francisco. Mets 5. Game 1, October 4th in San Francisco. San Francisco 5, Mets 1. Game 2 in San Francisco, Mets 5, San Francisco 4 in 10 innings, 1-1. So Game 1, San Francisco 5-1. Game 2, Mets 5-4. Game 3 in New York, Mets 3, San Francisco 2 in 13 innings. And Game 4, October 8th in New York, Mets 4, San Francisco 0. They're off to the National League Championship Series, but who against? Let's find out. St. Louis versus Atlanta. St. Louis's home games are at Busch Stadium, and Atlanta's home games are at Turner Field. Home game at Turner Field. Because October 3rd, Game 1 in St. Louis, Cardinals 7, Braves 5. Game 2, October 4th in St. Louis, Cardinals 10, Braves 4. And October 7th, Game 3. No, that should be October. Really? It was St. Louis 2, Atlanta 1 in Atlanta. St. Louis with the 3-game sweep. League Championship Series. North American League, October 10th in New York. Seattle 2, New York nothing. October 11th, Game 2 in New York. New York 7, Seattle 1. Game 3 in Seattle. Yankees. Game 3 in Seattle, October 13th. Yankees 8, Seattle 2. Game 4, October 14th in Seattle. Yankees 5, Seattle nothing. 3-1 lead. And Game 5, October 15th in Seattle. Seattle 6, Yankees 2. Now it's 3-2. We go back to New York for Game 6 on the 17th. Yankees 9, Mariners 7. Yankees are going to the World Series again. But who do they face? Game 1, October 11th in St. Louis. Mets 6, Cardinals 2. Game 2, October 12th in St. Louis. Mets 6, Cardinals 5. Game 3, October 14th in New York. Cardinals 8, Mets 2. Game 4, October 15th in New York. Mets 10, St. Louis 6. Game 5, October 16th in New York. Mets 7, Cardinals nothing. Mets are facing the Yankees in the World Series. First Subway Series since 1956. So Game 1 at Yankee Stadium. Yankees win 4-3 in 12 innings. Game 2, October 22nd at Yankee Stadium. And hang on. And, okay. Game 2, October 22nd in New York, in Yankee Stadium. Yankees 6, Mets 5. Game 3, October 24th at Shea Stadium. Mets 4, Yankees 2. Game 4 in Shea Stadium on October 25th. Yankees 3, Mets 2. And Game 5, October 26th at Shea Stadium. Yankees 4, Mets 2. Yankees win the World Series 4-1. And that's their fourth World Championship in 5 years. And it'll actually be their last World Series win until 2009, and they go. You'll see tomorrow what happens. And until tomorrow, that's tomorrow being the 2001 season. Stay tuned.